Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers. Today we have gathered here to discuss about the most awaited semi-finals of Euro 2020, Italy versus Spain. And we have a bunch of both Italy and Spain fans here with us, and they are going to share their opinion, what they feel about the match, who is going to progress, the important players, and many more things. So, guys, first of all, starting with I have an intriguing question in my mind. आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने एक्सपेक्ट किया था कि मतलब इटली और स्पेन वुड बी इन द सेमीफाइनल्स ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट कंसीडरिंग everybody considered France and Portugal, and I think England as the favorites to win the tournament. So is it a surprise seeing Italy and Spain in the semi-finals?
Well, it is certainly a surprise because very few people thought, even us Spain fans, me, Shiba, and Naz, even we didn't think Spain would come to semi-finals. We were thinking if we get to semi-finals, we will consider it as a win.
Absolutely.
That was our expectation with Spain this time around, but they have showed up. They have done well. And when it comes to Italy, Italy had a good form. Italy has been winning a lot of matches. And even in Euros, they have won all the matches. So maybe it was expected from them, but Spain is a very big surprise.
Yeah, Italy has been playing well in the recent, but after that 2018 debacle in which they didn't qualify for the World Cup, it has been a big achievement for them, I think so. But Nazal, I would like to ask you, what has been the X factor for Spain for this good performance? Has been any specific player, or has it been the team overall? Is there any particular reason due to the improvement in the performance of Spain in this tournament?
Well, Spain has always been a team which plays with the whole 11 players. They don't play with one single player. Even when Torres was there, Iniesta and Xavi used to support from the behind. Same Ramos and PK from the defense, right? And this is the same thing which is happening right now. Like they have mid support and the wing backs are supporting at the same time. Morata trying his best, but but we are getting goals
Yeah.
some way or other way. So I would say it's a teamwork which is winning over there.
Yeah. Morata, I think, has improved as compared to the start of the tournament. He has been converting those chances, and Spain fans would want, like, he continues in this good form and obviously to proceed on to the finals. Now,
Who doesn't?
proceeding on to the Italy fans, not a good way to start, but what do you think about the injury of the Spinazzola? Because I think he has been a very important player for Italy. And do you think will there be any impact, or the other player can step up in the important match? Anik?
I mean, indeed, Spinazzola has been an important part in the Italian attacking aspects, and he is one of those wing backs that would like to venture forward, and Di Lorenzo likes to sit back, and that's how they have been attacking so far in this season. But what I can say is the backup of Spinazzola is Emerson, who although has played only 2 games for Chelsea this season, he is also a good defender. And I mean, if I won't say that he has the same attacking prowess as Spinazzola, but if we look in terms of his defensive skills, and they're quite good. So defensively, it won't be a worry. But the way Italy's attack has been impacted, it could be an impact for them scoring goals, because so far there hasn't been a primal goal scorer in Italy. The goals have been coming from different parts of the field.
Yeah. Now, as he explained, he might means Emerson can fill in for Spinazzola for Italy. Do you guys see any formation change for the match? Because in the recent matches, Italy and Spain both have preferred the 4-3-3 conventional formation. And do you predict that both the coaches will they try for anything else, or will they stick to the 4-3-3? Shivang, if you would like to add.
Yeah, I think 4-3-3 has worked beautifully for both the teams right now, for Italy as well as for Spain. So I don't see any reason for them to change the formation. I think Italy won't change certainly, because now they have a proper playing style under Mancini. I don't think they will change. Spain may just there must be some doubts creeping into Enrique just because both their matches they were supposed to win and that went into extra time. So he might think about changing, but as far as I think, I don't think both of them will change too much. I think it will be 4-3-3.
So Nazbhai, what do you think about the opinion of Shivang here? He predicts that there would be no change from Italy's side in the formation. What do you think about it?
I mean, I disagree because what I feel is Italy is going to play three at the back, like with Bonucci, Chileni, and SRB playing at the center. Right will be supported by Lorenzo, or in the left, it can be someone, maybe Emerson, because he's good in crosses, but when it comes to defense, he's not that great. So, and the worst part is Italy don't have any other option. So.
Yeah. That I agree. Any disagreements, guys, or what do you think, Varun or
I mean,
Shivayan?
I I
Yes,
think that
Anil,
the
go ahead.
formation for Italy will not change just because of the fact that I mean generally Italy has I mean won 32 games in a row. They're three short
Yeah.
of Spain and they have been playing with the same formation throughout the season. And generally, if you look at teams like England, they were frequently changing their formation with respect to different teams. It was happening just because of the fact in the qualifiers they had experimented with different formations. And if you go and see all the 32 games of Italy, they have never changed formations. And we are so far in the tournament that it's a semi-final, and they have been performing so well. So I don't think it makes a reason to make unnecessary changes, which may cause some confusion in the team. And it's I mean better to stick with the old formation. I mean, in generally historically, managers don't tend to do that. So I don't think
Yeah,
there will.
semifinals is not a stage where
Yeah.
teams will
Take a
make any
risk.
huge changes. This
Because
reminds
if
me
it
of
fails,
the Barcelona versus Real Madrid match when the formation was changed and Barca suffered really bad. So yeah, I don't think there will be any changes. There should not be.
Yeah. The team has been performing consistently, and I think they would
Yeah.
continue. But let's see if there is any trump card that because both the coaches are elite coaches, they like surprises,
Mm.
and for example, they might try and surprise the opponent. So let's see what happens. Now moving ahead, as Nas said that Morata has been very important for Spain, and Italy will certainly miss Spinazzola. Going into this match, do you consider any player from your favorite from your team that could be the game changer? Shivan, I would like to start with you, please.
I think it's a very interesting matchup. You have Jorginho versus Busquets right in the middle of the park. Two slow players who like dictating the tempo of the game. So it's an interesting matchup there. And obviously, with Spinazzola injured, you do not have that much pace on the at least left flank. Spain usually go down their flanks and play low crosses or across the center. So they would try to exploit the space that Emerson will leave. I know Emerson, he plays for Chelsea. He's not that good of a defender. His positioning sense is not as good as Spinazzola. He has recovery pace, but from a defensive aspect, he will be suspect. So I think Luis Enrique will ask his Spanish players to create overloads on his side, probably ask Aspi to go ahead and try to create 1-2s, two versus ones, and send in crosses for Morata. That should be their game plan.
Varun, do you think any particular player might shine in this match from both side? Any player from Italy or Spain?
I have a feeling that Koke will be very important. The way, like Shibayan said, that Emerson will leave spaces, and Koke is a player who can exploit those spaces. So I think Koke is going to be very important to get the ball forward towards the attackers and get the goals, hopefully.
Shivang, Unai Simon has been consistent at the goal for Spain, and we
Yeah.
have David De Gea in the bench, and he hasn't had a very good season for United as expected. And Unai Simon has done some mistake, but he has somehow redeemed his mistakes by performing good. So can we see any surprise in this, or Unai Simon would be your starting player in the goal for Spain?
No, I think Unai Simon, okay, he made that mistake, one mistake, but I think the way he came back was terrific. The saves he made, crucial saves, I think it saved Spain. And after that, the penalty shootout against Switzerland, Spain won because of him. He saved, I think, two or three penalties. So I don't see any reason of keeping him out and bringing De Gea in. I think he's a top goalkeeper, Simon, and I think he'll continue in the goal. I don't see
I
De Gea
yeah, I don't
coming in
think I don't
for a
think it's even
semi-final match.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's even a question
Yeah.
replacing Unai Simon at this stage after he has performed so well. It's no question. There's no reason to replace him.
yeah. And similarly, Donnarumma has performed very, very well, and PSG fans might be very, very happy having a backup or maybe a starting goalkeeper alongside Keylor Navas has is a treat, for PSG fans. Now, Anik,
True.
Anik, I would like to ask a very subjective question to you because see, I don't think many of us, as said in the starting of the video, expected that Italy and Spain would reach the semi-final. Uh, who do you think can go on to win the tournament? Because we have other two semi-finalists in Denmark and England. So, any particular prediction, not for this match, but for overall tournament, who can go on to win the tournament?
I mean, I mean, when the Euro prediction tree came in, my first prediction was Portugal. They were my favorites to win the tournament. After that, for me, it was always Italy, just because of the fact like we somehow, I mean, you only talked about in 2018 when they lost to Sweden and then qualified from the World Cup. Italy has specifically set up a committee to focus on young players and their playing style. And initially, they found out that during the game against Sweden that they lost 2-0, only the Immobile and Berardi, they were in their own half. They went to the opponent half only twice. And then Mancini was pulled into the picture. Mancini got his friends with whom he won the Serie A in Sampdoria. And they had a very great transformation. And if you see it historically, only Spain and Brazil had so many winning runs, and Italy is only three short of them. So Italy, for the first time, if you see historically, Italy has been a defensive team, but now we see Italy, their formation is not very dynamic. They play very positionally. They know what exactly to do, and the randomness from the wing backs and from their midfield diamond gives a very good structure to their team. And also, I mean, they have been really performing well without any problems. And if you see the game against Belgium, they conceded one goal in penalty. But as most people say, like the great Sir Alex Ferguson used to say, offense wins you games and defense wins you titles. Italy may be playing an attacking football, but they got, if they had to nick a result out, if they if you are looking for a team that's scoring one goal and getting the result and making it 1-0, Italy is that team because the defenders Bonucci and Cellini, they have been playing together for so many years, and the experience they got, it's really commendable. And I mean, Spain is done tremendously well. I would really like to, I mean, congratulate the Spanish fans and the Spanish teams. They have really shown great potential to get out results. They won penalties. They won in extra time. It has been really good, given that Spain kind of lost their identity after the golden generation. But I think Italy is the team to beat.
Yeah,
Agree. I mean, I 100% agree with Anik. I mean, the way Italy playing right now is, it's more offensive than past. Uh, it's different. It's completely different. Like more crosses, more wing backs, more attacks from the corner. I mean, it's totally different. Like you can hear in my voice, it's getting lower because of the fear. But I just hope.
I mean,
I just
Italy has
hope.
in the last 32 games, Italy has only conceded 6 goals
Oh
and
my
scored
god.
48 goals. So it's
I
something to
mean,
really cheer about.
I just hope Morata scores because he scores only during the unusual time. So
okay, so
And you can say he has played with
you consider semi-final an unusual time for Morata to score, yeah?
yeah, I mean that guy. Okay, I don't want to talk, but yeah,
Yeah,
He might show up.
considering Spain as a Spain fan is praising Italy so much, we have to agree that Italy has been a surprise package this tournament. And after the COVID, although COVID has affected all over the world, but the kind of effect that Italy had, and after that
Mm.
2018 World Cup debacle, going on to win the finals of Euro 2020 after such a quick turnaround can be a very sensational comeback, for Italy. Now,
Yeah.
Shibayan, going up to you now. What do you think Spain has a good chances of winning this? And if they win the semi-finals, do you see them winning the tournament?
I definitely see them winning the tournament if they get past Italy in the semifinals, because I think they will most probably be facing England. They'll keep the ball, and England in finals are chokers. England haven't won anything in the last 20 years significant. So there's a high chance that if we get past Italy, they'll definitely get the trophy. So this is the biggest obstacle that they are facing, and I feel it will be an even match, even though Italy is slightly more. If Spain are clinical, they are creating the most chances among all teams. If they have a high conversion rate, they are game. They're good to go. They can take on Italy.
Yeah,
You were
although
talking about
yes,
you were
Varun.
talking about comebacks. Like Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup, and now they are almost into finals. Same as with Spain. Spain hasn't
Yeah, yeah.
also been performing
Since
that well
20 since 2012, I
since
think this is their first
since
semi-finals
2012. They haven't
appearance.
been performing well, so it can also be Spain's comeback.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
Especially,
goes both ways that way.
especially after leaving out the star players, Sergio Ramos and many others.
Yeah, yeah,
Many
true,
criticize the coach and the management for leaving out those
true.
players and going on to with a young squad. And now we can see that if the management and the coach believe something, we should trust them, because they see the
True.
players first-hand information they have, and let's see what happens. Now, although semi-final, it can be anybody's 90 minutes, anybody's a day. But moving
Yep.
on to score predictions, Varun, do you see this match finishing within 90 minutes? Because see, Spain has eternal love with penalties. I think so, and Italy. So, first of all, do you see this match finishing within 90 minutes, and what will be your prediction with regards to score?
I don't think I can predict the score lines because it's all over the place. But I think it will finish in 90 minutes. But the way Italy is attacking and playing, I don't have very high hopes, but I don't think it will go in extra time.
Okay.
And I also want to mention another very weird stat that we were discussing before. Spain has more goals than any other team in this Euro. All the teams,
Right.
all the teams who are out, all the teams that are still in, including all the teams, Spain has the most goals, 12
Even
goals.
more amusing is that Spain strikers combined have just one goal.
So you cannot
So
predict anything with such a team,
yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
is doing such weird things. They have the most goals. Their strikers don't have any goals. So anything can happen. Anything can happen in the semi-final.
I think that's a positive for Spain. Strikers haven't contributed much till now, but I think they would be wanting to do so in the big games and the big coming if they win the semi-final and the finals too. So if they perform well, I think it can be a very, very good news for Spain as a team. And
Yeah.
last question I would like to ask to a Italy fan, because see, Varun gave his prediction. Shivang, what do you think about this score line?
I think if we ask Spanish fans now what they want, I think they'll happily take a penalty shootout.
We'll
But
happily take a shootout.
yeah, but I think this will complete in 90 minutes. I don't
Yeah,
think
even
Spain they have the legs to complete another 120 minutes. I think it will be
true,
tough
true, true.
task. And I think I think it will be 2-1 to Italy. I think Italy will win 2-1 in 90 minutes.
Yeah. So guys, we wanted to talk, obviously, we wanted to talk more, but we have limited time. And hopefully the best team wins, and we will have another podcast for the finals. Let's see who wins from the other semi-final between England and Denmark. It was good to have you guys here, and see you soon.
Same
To
here.
all our viewers, please subscribe to our channel and like the video, and also follow our social media pages, the links of which are provided in the description below. Yeah, all the best.
Viva España!
Okay.